I got into the construction industry through a natural curiosity of wanting to build things and to understand how things work. The projects that excite me the most are the ones that are going to challenge me personally to figure out how we're going to get a team together to pull in the same direction and really work towards a common goal, moving forward in the same direction. So when I was in high school, I bought an old car and I worked in a garage, and my dad and I tore the car apart and put it back together, and with mostly successful results. But I had a lot of fun doing that, and that's what triggered me in the concept of, hey, I want to do something where I can build, where I have something tangible at the end of the day.
My favorite part is actually seeing the growth. Technology actually helps bridge that gap when it comes to our communication, whether it's flow of information, helping the office be more in sync on what's going on the job site and bringing it to here in the office. You know, since I was a kid though, I was always helping the uncles out, or my first actual job when I was younger was actually cutting bricks on a tile saw to save up for a truck, so that's kind of fun.
Tri-State's a family organization. We're general contracting specialized in retail construction. My dad was a journeyman carpenter. I grew up on a job site. I was just a young man playing in the parking lot there, but playing with Legos and blocks. On the weekends we hung out with the construction workers and did what they did and dug holes and backfilled them.
But shortage of skilled labor, both in the management and craft side. I think probably the biggest change is the pace of work, the speed at which things need to be completed, the level of efficiency, the demands placed on contractors. And realistically, the jobs are getting more complicated, more challenging to be able to reproduce those sorts of efforts and efficiencies. Advent of technology really is what's facilitating people's abilities to do that.
We pride ourselves on providing the fastest, easiest to use tools for superintendents and foremen in the field. I felt like there were challenges within the construction industry that we could solve with technology. Crazy things that a lot of people don't realize outside of the industry is construction employs nearly 10% of the US workforce. When I look back at my life, where the home I grew up in, where I went to school, hospital where my first child was born, the most important moments in my life, construction played a role in all of those. It created an environment for all those situations.
One of the first jobs that I did here in San Diego was a 90,000 square foot cancer research facility for a nonprofit. And the pride that I got out of that was walking with the researchers and the physicians that worked there afterwards, hearing their stories, hearing their joy about what they're going to be able to do for other people's lives that are struggling with potentially a fatal disease because of the work that we were able to do to put that infrastructure in place. Well, I'd say this is definitely on that list, and when we're finished, it's going to be a landmark project in San Diego, and it's something that's going to be here that's a civic project, a civic institution that will be around for the next 100 years. My kids, their kids are going to be able to come and see this.